Real Music exclusive.
I grew up like a savage.
I'm saying, and
Yeah.
that's
Rest in peace to them.
Yeah,
That's
rest in
always
peace,
sad
man.
to hear,
So,
man. You know, we gotta do better as far as, you know, like what we doing right now, talking about a lot of our problems in our neighborhoods and acknowledging it. I think that's the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Because both from where we from, I'm a reputable from where I'm from, you a reputable where you from. Hopefully that shit influences people, because even growing up though, this is what I noticed that a common thing be with people. Like, you a smart dude. Like, you come from a smart family. So circumstances like gang banging didn't make you ignorant. You know what I mean?
nah, not at all.
It didn't make you ignorant.
If gang banging is something I did, homie, it wasn't even gang banging. Just whatever route I took, I did that, homie, like for survival, homie, coming up where I come up. I don't got no brothers. I don't got no sisters. And I lived in the most active part of the whole city, homie. And I was walking to school and playing with the homies and all that shit. And in my environment, where I was at, Southeast San Diego, Manamet Block, Bay Vista, Salola, Logan, Youth, all that, bro, it wasn't nowhere in hell for you to make it or survive being the only child over there and not getting with the program over there. You know what I'm saying? Didn't nobody force me or no shit like that, but it was fucked up. I mean, I often tell a story where one day I was on the playground with one of my older homies, Kenny Demon, and moms used to have me all fresh and shit, dressed all nice and shit. And the homie sat me down and told me, like, young homie, you a G, but you got to tell your mama to quit dressing you like that. And I was like in the 3rd or 4th grade. He was like in the 6th grade. You know what I'm saying? Like, get your uniform together.
Yeah.
And then like, what I'm going to say? No?
Man, yeah, you got to do it.
He wasn't tripping on me. He was
Right.
like, you the homie.
Right.
But we don't dress like
We
that.
don't, yeah.
Nigga had the Argyle socks on, nigga,
Yeah.
with the fresh penny loafers and all the
You
shit.
was looking more like New Edition.
Looking fresh, nigga, fresh as fuck. Mom's had me flying the motherfucker.
Right.
Shit, nigga, before the year was over, nigga, I was in the creased Levi's, you know what I'm saying, with the Pendleton on, golfer hat and all the shit.
Cortez.
You know what I'm saying? All that,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
And that's kind of how it was in my neighborhood, because you was gonna get your ass beat or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Now if I had older brothers or something that could have been like, get off my little brother.
Right,
But I didn't have that.
right.
It was like, you gonna go, if I want to go to school and be all right and get some grades, I'm gonna have to do what the niggas around here is doing. And I didn't even really know that I was doing that. You know what I'm saying? You don't know the decisions you're making when you're that young.
Yeah.
That's why I be tripping when all these, you know, these people on the other side of the fence be making assumptions and judgments on what type of people we are, what it takes for a nigga to be a member.
Man.
I didn't raise my hand and say I want to rob purses and hurt people and shit. That's not how that went, my nigga. That's not how that went.
That's all I be saying, man.
Nigga, I was on the phone with the little broad, and she told me what's the name, said he gonna kick your ass at the skating rink Saturday. And I said, okay, well, I'm going to the skating rink anyway, nigga. I want to have some fun.
Right.
I went there. I socked that nigga up, and his homeboys jumped in, and the niggas that my mama told me to walk to the store with and don't come home without him, they jumped in on my side, and next thing you know, I'm from the gang. That's how that go.
Yeah. That's why I don't like the way really gang shit gets spilled out with these clubhouses and these so quote unquote G's talking that gang politics with the rest of the square ass world, because they don't get it. Like, a lot of niggas didn't even have to get put on in their neighborhood. They are their neighborhood. They come from that shit.
I ain't never had to get
That's
ain't no
what I'm
nigga
saying.
beat nigga in my neighborhood. If all that stand in the circle and get beat up by 8 niggas in my neighborhood, that just mean you got beat up, nigga. That's it. That don't mean nothing, nigga. And this shit might happen tomorrow and the next day until you become the nigga on the outside of the circle. I mean, straight up, I'm laughing, but that's literally
real,
every single day, and not like sometimes. That's the environment I grew up in every single day. Ask any nigga from my neighborhood. It was hard. Niggas didn't even wear clean clothes. You didn't wear no chain. You didn't wear nothing nice. You wear a starter. The homie was going to take it from you. Nigga, homies was taking nigga starters, and then you got to go fight the smoker that he sold it to get it back. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the environment I grew up. Not one day, sometimes every single day. From fucking 13 to by the time a nigga got, 20, and nigga was, better not even come around this motherfucker, nigga, with nothing, nigga. Straight up, nigga. Yeah, that nigga. I ran the jacks over there, nigga. Any nigga want to ask a question, nigga. I was a head honcho around my shit, my nigga. Straight up, nigga. When it was my turn, and all my homies loved me for it, and it was other generals right there with me. Not like I was the king of everybody, but a lot. I only say that not to trump on the homies, but to say like it's a lot of niggas rapping out here that can't not say that type of shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You was from the hood.
Right.
You grew up in the hood. Or
Yeah, you wasn't one of them
fuck.
ones in the hood.
Yeah,
though.
you wasn't one of them. Who was you in the hood?
Right.
We black. We all grew up
We
in
all
the
was in the
hood.
hood, yeah.
But who was you in the hood? You know what I'm saying? I was an influential nigga. I was a quarterback nigga.
Right.
Let's do 25 push-ups.
Right.
Okay, we doing 25 push-ups now.
Right.
7 years old all the way up to shit. And so that's the reason why I feel I got the right to really speak
Right.
on a lot of this shit. Because a lot of niggas will get it fucked up, and you got a lot of hating ass niggas out there that'll lie and say shit about Slick. Because I come from a city that don't really got much, so
Right.
we fighting over scraps.
Right.
Niggas is more vicious towards one another, more hatred towards one another, and shit like that. You
feel
know what I'm
that.
saying?
I feel
so
that.
you gonna hear some shit, but nigga, whoever you hear some shit from, tell that nigga to put it on his mama and his dead homies, whatever he telling you. Remember that. That's the slogan. When you hear a nigga say something about Slick, tell him to put it on his mama and his dead homies right there on the spot. All the little homies everywhere, all over everywhere. And I only say this not to be like, oh, it's important for y'all to think I'm somebody, but I be having shit I want y'all to understand and feel, and I want y'all to be able to trust me. And I know what y'all niggas go off of to find out if this nigga's worthy of listening to
Right.
and trust. And Mitchy Slick is worthy of all that shit. Everything you ever thought was gangster shit, all that shit. Everything you thought was some prosperous nigga type shit as a
Right,
young nigga.
right.
Nigga, I really went to a university.
Yeah.
But don't get that fucked up. Because I know what I'm going to think about a nigga that go to a university. No, I was a strange case. Like, I was not supposed to be at that motherfucker.
But we only think like that in California, too.
In Texas
All
or
them
whatever.
niggas go
No,
to-
all them niggas go to school.
All them niggas going to school.
That's what niggas see. But look, but we might go to school more, too, if it costs $1,500 a semester.
Exactly.
Ain't no university to go to
Exactly.
out here.
Ain't none to
Ain't
go.
no black university.
That's
They
real.
don't even think about it down south. There are no black colleges on the West Coast.
None.
There's no black colleges. The first black college on this end is Texas.
That's crazy. And then when you think about it, it creates a more, like, it enhances whatever street shit you got going on. When you leave high school, nigga, what you about to do? And come on, let's keep it real. We come from the era where, nigga, you ain't picking up no phone, starting to drive Uber and make no money.
No.
You ain't getting on no DoorDash and make, nigga, you gonna get you some rocks.
Straight up.
You know what I'm saying? You gonna
Straight
get
up.
you some rocks.
You gonna
and
try
make
to get out of town and catch a bag or something.
You ain't-
But like I said, that's what Prairie View taught me. I went to Prairie View A&M, y'all, historically
Dope.
rich ass university. Arguably, sometimes I leave it open because I don't never want to seem like, nigga don't know what he talking about.
Yeah.
But arguably, probably like one of the last working slave plantations in the country.
Yeah.
That this school used to be, my nigga. They had to send the troops in to stop these motherfuckers from working slaves. You feel me?
Wow.
And I went to that school, homie, and
That's
learned a lot
crazy.
about my culture at the school. But my mama went there, my daddy went
Yeah,
there,
your whole
my
family
grandparents
down there.
went
Yeah,
there,
that's
uncles,
dope.
you know what I'm saying? Uncles went to this school.
That's dope.
I didn't finish. I got cracked up at the
Yeah.
motherfucker doing my Dougie
Yeah.
like a dumbass
Yeah.
California nigga
California
gonna do.
nigga.
I'm trying to Dougie all the way in Texas. Just go
Right,
to school,
right.
nigga. Just finish and graduate and do what you gotta do.
Nigga can't help it, man.
Couldn't help it, my nigga. I'm trying to get this. Nigga, I got the dorm room hooked up, nigga, big carpets, and big screens, all the shit. I'm trying to go. Hey, I'm on campus too, my nigga.
Right.
And yeah, but I learned a lot, homie. Shout out to Prairie View A&M.
Shout out to Prairie
Shout out to
View.
all my Texas niggas I met down there. Shout out to my St. Louis niggas I met down there, my nigga Low. Shout out to my nigga Lloyd, man. You know what I'm saying? That nigga from Beaumont out there. I met a lot of good
Yeah,
niggas
My grandma was from Beaumont.
and opened my eyes up to different shit, homie.
Yeah.
Like, nigga, that was an experience, bro.
I'm sure. I'm so mad that my
What?
experience was YA and not college.
Oh,
Nigga.
my nigga. Imagine this, homie. Imagine, like I tell the homies all the time, imagine Bay Vista Apartments, homie, which is
Okay.
about like a block long, some jacks. Imagine them motherfuckers 30 minutes out in the middle of nowhere and ain't nothing but bad bitches and young niggas and y'all stuck out there, nigga, and nobody have a car.
It's going down.
Nobody has a car.
It's going
It's
down.
about 10 niggas at the whole college with a car. Nigga, you getting pussy just from knowing this nigga.
Yeah, yeah.
Nigga, what? We might could go to McDonald's? Oh, how you doing, Mitch? It was
Yeah.
an experience, my nigga.
That was dope, man.
Lunchtime, breakfast, every day, nigga, was a straight show. And I'm talking about in the middle of the Alpha, you know what I'm saying, the Kappa, all the
Yeah,
real
yeah.
fraternities.
You saw that
sorority
shit, yeah.
And I'm out there, nigga, with khakis and chucks on, nigga, just really observing because I wasn't
Right.
really too much a part of this shit.
Right.
That's why I started getting good grades and shit. I was getting grades. Nigga, I'm at the library, bad bitches in the
What did
library.
you know about HBC outside of your family? What
I
did you
didn't
know
know
about
shit.
it? Like school days or something? Like what?
Yeah,
did
that's
you,
it, homie.
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't know shit. Nigga, they didn't have, the school I went to, nigga, they didn't have no athletic scholarships at the time. So niggas was sad in the
Wow.
motherfucker. They a band school. They got the coldest of the bands.
They do.
Okay, so I'm just out there, homie. I didn't know shit. Mom said, nigga, you ain't gonna stay in this house and not go to work. and do something after you graduated. I couldn't go to work because niggas would have been pulling up at the job trying to get on me.
Or trying to steal.
I was a hot boy. I was like, man, you know what? And then at the time, a strange time, homie, it was like cool in the hood and everything to go to school. Remember when niggas was wearing the black collar sweaters and all that shit? Nigga, you went to you had to damn near go to college or be at city college or something to get a bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's real.
Niggas on some shit.
That's real.
Not until I'm gonna tell you, nigga, not until like Tupac, nigga, came out. Where was it starting to be back cool to just be a nigga?
Let's keep it real. It wasn't cool when you sold crack. Like the square bad, bro. They be like, I can't talk to you.
No.
I don't
Hell
want to.
no.
You know what I'm saying? Niggas fuck with rats they whole life.
Straight up, homie. That's what niggas having.
You know
Straight
what I'm
up.
saying?
Nah. And then niggas start kind of going to college, start wearing the heel figure and the polo and all that shit.
Yep.
That era come around 94.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? 95, niggas looking like that.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't know how the fuck I got to college, but
That's
I went
crazy.
there and it really opened my mind, homie. Learned a lot of shit.
When you came back to the neighborhood,
oh man,
did you feel like you knew more or you saw more than everybody? Like this shit kind of.
Nigga, when I came back to the neighborhood, it was so much going on, so much gangster shit going on, homie. It wasn't even no time to think about it. That was the middle of the time. This was shootouts every day, every other day, and shit like that going on. And not no bullshit. Niggas know the era I'm talking about. It was a real tricky era. Nigga just be walking to the store every day and be on the shit. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
It was that time. So when I came back home from college, it was so much going on and so many homies was in jail to where I was just like back on the scene and it fucked up. You know, I got cracked and they wasn't gonna let me go back there, but just going to school, that's when I really got caught up in the streets the most, bro, right around that time.
Before we get out of here, I want to speak on this because knowing that you can make it and being inspirational to other people, of course they see you and then, you know, but the most successful person, at least real nigga from where you from, is Nick Cannon, right?
Straight up.
And he's really from that shit. He's really from it.
Same apartments I be talking about. Nick grew up most of his younger life, you know what I'm saying, before like high school and shit. Over there in Bay Vista, in the projects where we from and shit. Yeah, and still relatives over there and all that shit.
What type of, to see Nick Cannon be who he is, I'm not talking about like just a star. I'm talking about a nigga that people tend to like say slick shit about, and for you to see how he lets that shit rub off his shit or how his wittiness or his intelligence, he knows how to combat that shit, but not being an average Dago nigga. Like, being a nigga that does what he does on the level that he does, like, could you see that coming from somebody out of Dago like that? Or did you see it when you saw him young?
I can see it because I'm on the other side. I ain't on the side of the line that believes that ain't nobody in San Diego Superman. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, you know what I'm saying, me and the niggas I fuck with are some of the coldest niggas in the country.
Right.
Now, I done seen niggas go big and go way beyond where we went. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie. You know, I've been around Big Meech and all them when they was doing their shit in the ATL with the duct tape niggas. Shout out to my nigga Alley Boy, rest in peace, my nigga Trouble and all that shit.
Rest in peace,
I done been
Trouble.
around the big boys, you know what I'm saying? The LA niggas, you know what I'm saying? All my niggas, the Bay niggas. Shout out to Mike Gregory and shout out to, you know what I'm saying? I seen Lil D and all them do their shit as a young nigga. They was in the feds with my big homeboy, Romper Room niggas.
Right.
The niggas in the pen with my big homie. That's how I know Mac Dre. They was in the pen with my homeboy, with my homeboys Yard, Boogie, Ray OG. Them is my homies that all got indicted from the Sendo mob that was in the pen. But when Mac Dre and them went up there, I mean, you had some millionaire niggas that was in jail for keeping it 100 on a cop murder situation.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah.
So behind them walls, these niggas was gods.
Yeah.
Mac Dre and them was a couple years younger and really gravitated towards the big homies. And my big homies love Mac Dre.
Right.
Diggs, Don. You know what I'm saying? Kilo, all them niggas. So there's a link between my homeboys, my family, my big brothers, and Mac Dre and all the Romper Room niggas. That's how I met Mac Dre. And they sent me to meet Mac Dre and fuck with Mac Dre. So that's where me and Mac Dre, little homeboy and kinship come from that.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, you know, shit. Nick from the soil, my nigga. And I seen niggas do big shit. I don't believe that a San Diego nigga can't do it, but it's fucked up because San Diego niggas don't really know how to operate around making it like that. We don't really got too much heritage in the town. We trying to get some. We don't really got a lot of big black business in the town. We trying to get some now, but it ain't been a lot of niggas that could really know how to operate on a bigger levels. like for us to be able to go to LA and compete in that market for as like business, because you got to go through LA and Southern California.
Yeah.
We can't really fuck with them LA niggas. They too encrusted into the soil of the industry. You know what I'm saying? And the whole game is about who you know, what you know. But for Nick to get where he went, you got to understand, niggas feel like they feel about Nick because how Nick had to get on.
Right,
coming from San
right.
Diego, nigga, that's about nigga why ain't no gangster niggas on there?
Oh, yeah.
It ain't really gonna happen like that in San Diego. It may now, you know, cause gangster shit is, you know, be covered up by, but Nick's in the position he's in only because that nigga didn't give a fuck about that shit. You know what I'm saying? And went that route.
Went that route.
You know what I'm saying? You gonna hear that shit in Dago because, like I said, niggas in Dago looking for every reason to bring you down. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just trying to stay racked up like you.
Put an 8 in a 1 and do magic. Tryna stretch hair on like elastic. Eco-friendly drug dealer, I don't waste no plastic. Use all 4 corners of that baggie. All I ever wanted was a bankroll. So I pull up on Champ before the bank close. Say no to stank hoes and stank clothes. No paramedic pimpin', nigga, we don't save hoes.